questions or interests you may have about Colorado history can be answered as one invaluable source, the Western History and Genealogy Department of the Denver Public Library. Dr. Colorado is here to share with us that wonderful resource, and he's brought with him the man who knows it all, I am telling you, Jim Krull, the manager of that wonderful department. Good to have you both on the show. Nice
Great
to
to be
see
here.
you.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Colorado, why are you so high on DPL's Western History Department?
Oh, this is like heaven for any question, any situation you might have in Colorado history. It ranks up there with Yale, with University of California.
Really?
Newberry Library is one of the top 4 Western history, particularly Colorado history centers in the country.
Well, we are certainly lucky to have it here then in our own backyard. We love it when you bring guests. You picked Jim today. Why did you pick Jim Krull to bring?
Jim was a gold star student of mine way back in the last century.
Are you kidding me?
I knew he was destined for greatness even then.
You were his student?
Yes.
Isn't that funny how life just circles back around? That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about the Western History and Genealogy Department that you have.
Well, it occupies the 5th floor of the Central Library, but what most people don't know is it occupies 4 floors in the building. 3 of the floors are for storage.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's how big the collection is.
Wow. What can we find on the 5th floor?
Well, when you go to the 5th floor, you can research your family history. You can research building history, the history of your house or a building you own, your neighborhood. You can find out about people who have lived here in the state as well as the entire western United States.
This is so amazing. I was just looking at a picture there, and the interior design is quite unique. What was it modeled after, the inspiration?
Well, the exterior of the building was designed by Michael Graves, but he had a challenge. He had to incorporate the 1956 Hoyt building, which faces Civic Center. And so what he did is he put together a number of geometric blocks, towers, circles, and so on to complement that 1956 building.
It's so beautiful. I mean, just walk in there and see it for yourself. It's absolutely gorgeous. Tell me a little bit more about the online resources we can find.
Well, you can find close to about 700 photographs online. Many of them are from the Rocky Mountain News. They were born digital. And about another 80,000 that are from our collection.
Check out their website right now. It's at the bottom of the screen, denverlibrary.org. That's denverlibrary.org. How long has the Western History Department been around?
Since 1935.
1935. So there is so much rich history there to just sneak through and learn so much about, right?
We are Denver's attic.
Hey, I've never heard it put that way, but that's quite unique. That's funny. Is it true you're one of the largest photo archives in the West?
Yes, one of the largest photo archives, along with our neighbor down the street at History Colorado.
Very nice. Aren't you proud of him? I mean, my gosh, for him to be one of your students, and now he's doing all of this.
Isn't he amazing?
Yeah, that's wonderful. I bet you see a lot of students that move on to do very successful things that have taken your class.
Jim's been especially great about opening that library to everyone. First grader, grad student, anybody is welcome.
What else makes the Central Denver Library so special?
I think what puts it above any other ones I've ever worked on is the staff. Like Jim has a graduate degree in history. Many of you even have PhD historians there. It's not a Kelly girl or somebody like that tending the desk.
Wow. How long has the Western History Department been around? I think I asked you that.
Since 1935.
1935, that's right.
But it's not the oldest collection that we have.
Oh.
The oldest collection we have is the Colorado Authors Collection, which goes back to 1900. And the Genealogy Collection started in 1912.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Wow. So if we want to go investigate some family history, that's the place to go.
You got it.
Wow, that is wonderful. What made you get interested in that side of history? I mean, I know you're a big buff on genealogy.
I started out as a history major. I wanted to teach history. I found out libraries were a lot easier place to work at.
That is so true. And you know, Dr. Colorado mentioned that the staff is so helpful. Will they help you if you want to research your genealogy?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
It's that simple.
Bring in your notes, sit down, and we'll get you started.
So kind of tell me what I would need to bring. I've never done this before. I've never investigated my family tree.
Well, any good genealogist will tell you have to start with yourself. You have to fill out a little chart. Who are your parents, your grandparents? How far back can you go?
Yeah.
Where were they born? When were they married? When did they die?
Okay.
That information begins to help us put together your family tree.
Have you done yours, your family tree?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yes.
Is there anything that you see in yourself that maybe you've seen in your past relatives where like, wow, that's where I got that from photos or
probably
traits?
from my paternal grandmother.
Really?
Yes. She was incredibly tenacious.
Well, good for you. That's a good trait to have. Don't you love that? That's wonderful. What's your favorite part of the department, Dr. Colorado?
Oh, I think the photo collection.
You do?
A lot of that you could view online. There's a chance certainly there'll be ones here, say of the Channel 9 station, of Cherry Creek over the years. Anything you can think of, probably they have images of.
And so is that the best place to start, is online?
I think
At the
so,
library?
don't you, Jim?
Yes, we usually recommend that first.
And I really think there's something about the library. I mean, you could sit on your laptop and go through some things, but I think when you go into the library in that area, there's just something about the whole place in the library, investigating, having the people there to help you instead of suffering at home on top of your laptop, not knowing what to do, right?
People come to the 5th floor just to hang out. Students
cool
will do
place.
their studying. People come up there just to read. They don't necessarily
place.
have to research genealogy or Western history. We also have exhibits that are continuously going at the Central Library, and most of those are on the 5th floor.
Okay, well, we'll have to check out the 5th floor. I guess that's the place to go.
Well, and we forgot to mention the great art collection. Many local artists, Herndon Davis, people like that. There's a fabulous art collection there,
Yes.
along with the photographs and the manuscripts.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate all this information. You have to go check it out yourself. For more on the Denver Public Library and all it has to offer you, check out denverlibrary.org. That's denverlibrary.org. And if you'd like to learn more about Dr. Colorado's talks, his tours, his books, and classes, check out his website. Go to dr-colorado.com.